Hello, 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 hello. How's everyone doing today? I don't know why I always devolve into Miss Doubtfire when I do that. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone? It's Saturday night. I feel all right. I feel all right. I think we're doing pretty good. I've got the Prusa ones printing some PET G XRP parts. We got, it's like, what color do you want me to print the robot for you, Calvin? And he's like, I don't know. It's like, well, I'm gonna print it for you. And he's like, I don't know. And 3 days later, he finally picked a color. So we're printing bleu. We're printing some bleu buddy 3D filament. Finally got your Venture XL moving today. Oh, nice. That's good. So yeah, we are continuing on with the big printer build. In terms of having the proper space to do this build, we do not. But I did move some stuff around, so I actually have a little bit more workspace to work on it. I do have the other camera set up. Hopefully the camera hasn't timed out. Is it still working? I mean, is it working? I mean, I can just move that. There we go. So now when I come back over here, I can see if it's moving. I cannot because I'm in the way. One second. Okay, good. Camera's still working. Sweet. Yeah, so if you haven't watched the first part of this build series, this isn't going to be like a normal build series, okay? I just don't have the room to do it over here, because literally if I were to build the printer here, one, it's bigger than my workbench. As you can see, it's hanging off the table. I borrowed a collapsible table from me mum, so I have somewhere to actually put it on that actually has more than one leg. Yes, it was really scuffed doing it with one leg. That table was unstable as heck. So now I have 4 legs because 4 is better than 1, right? Also, it's not as tall, so I can actually reach the top while I'm building it. So yeah, in terms of the production values, what production values? We have this one camera, and that's it. Because I'm not going to move like an entire setup of cameras and whatnot over there for all the different views and everything. At least right now, we're going shed shopping tomorrow, which means a lot of this stuff, like the gas cans and my lawnmower that's behind me there, hopefully won't be there tomorrow. Or eventually. Where is the lawnmower? Outside? You can see the handle of it. You can see the handle of it to the right of the laptop. It's back there. It's back there. Scuffed isn't going to happen. Oh, ye of little faith. Oh, ye of little faith. So where do we leave off? I got my laptop over there so I can pull up the manual and see chat while we're streaming. But last stream we built the frame. So we got to like page, whatever this page is, 14. So now we're gonna need some Z-axis stuff, it looks like. Wow, the way they call out, are these screws? Or are these screws? Is this how they call out screws? What are these? Is that how they call out the screws? Wow, I don't like how they call out the screws here. Yeah, I got a feeling the next part of the build series is going to be this part is going to be kind of scuffed because this is the first time we're actually having to assemble components. So let's get some of these parts out now because I know we're going to need them. When you get yours working, mine has been a complete disaster. MC was bad, amongst other things. Well, I've said it before that this build I am fully prepared to go off reservation with. If we run into parts and components that just like, they aren't working out, I am fully prepared to just start subbing stuff out right away. For now, I'm building it stock, obviously. But if I need to go off reservations, yeah. A lot of the screws call for a different screw than provided, just FYI. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. This is the box that had all the nice CNC parts that fell. I believe this box had all those nice CNC parts that I dropped everywhere. get that out. Let's get that out. And then of course, while we're getting everything ready here, before we move on over to the other side, don't forget wow, this knife is dull. Don't forget, every stream we give away a spool of Polymaker filament. If you have not entered for your chance to win that spool of Polymaker filament, do so now. Link in the video description, enter for your chance. We do the giveaway at the end of stream. And then while you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, and if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others, because tomorrow's video is already out for channel supporters. So if you want to see a cool video about a 3D printer that literally flips its bed to eject parts, you might want to be a channel member, because you can watch that now. Some people in chat have already seen the video. Those in chat that have already seen tomorrow's video, how cool was it? How cool was it? How cool was it? It was very cool. Okay. Look at all these CNC parts. Look at all the CNC parts that I knocked over, and they're all over the place. Okay. Oh my God, what a mess. Yeah, I messed up. I messed up. They're all nice and organized, and then I tilted the box and they all just kind of went on adventures. Okay, so what do I need here? Didn't think you would build a Fysetc kit again. You know what? If they had reached out and they said, hey, do you want another V2? It would have been a pass. But this is something that's different enough and whatnot that I'm like, you know what? I will roll the dice, because as much as I had issues with the Fysetc Trident that they sent over, for the full disclosure, Fysetc sent over like a Trident kit like 2 or 3 years ago, and we built it. And the mechanics of the printer were fine. I'll be honest, the mechanics of the printer were fine. The issue was the electronics were just, yeah. Well, I have multiple alternate sources for electronics. So if the end we end up building this printer and it works, hey, it works. If we build the printer and we run into issues, hey, for those wanting to build a large format printer on the somewhat of a budget that is still pretty capable, these are some things you look out if you buy this kit. You know, maybe we had in the same problem I had with the Trident, where hey, all the fans are dead. Got to replace all the fans, and then once you replace the fans, hey, it works pretty good. So, okay, so we need the idlers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are that, and then we need the blocky parts, which I'm assuming 1, 2, which are these guys. So fun fact, these are lower idlers because they use the, they flip it and reverse it. There's like 3 people in chat who know that song. So we flip it and reverse it, and that makes the Z is up the top. These are the Z motors. I think it's 27-to-1 gearing. I can't turn them by hand. Okay, are we ready to bring it on over to the other side? Let's move on over to the other side. I don't think my laptop's on, so it's gonna take me a minute here to get chat set up. But hopefully we're good. Hopefully you're seeing me right now. Because if you're not seeing me right now, I'm talking to myself. And while I like to think, you know, mostly there mentally, I don't usually talk to myself. I'm just hoping I'm not talking to myself and you guys can see me. Let me just kind of peek around the corner. I think I can see the monitor. Can you see me? I see movement. I see movement. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, let me log into my computer. Oh shoot, what is my password? Aha, I remember the password this time. Okay, pull up that. Pull up the YouTubes. Create. Go live. Let me pull up my live stream so I can see y'all. Let me see y'all. Where are y'all? Where are y'all, chat? Come on. Let me mute it. Come on. There. Oh, there we go. Let's build a Venture XL. There's chat. Hi, chat. Hi, chat. I can see you. Let me mute this because I don't think you want to hear me. Let me mute this. Where's mute? Mute. There we go. Muted. Sweet. There we go. Okay. There we go. So that is that. And then I believe I also have the manual on here. Downloads, home, downloads, Venture XL PDF. There we go. Sweet. So there is that. There is that. We got live chat. Sweet. I can see you all. We are good. Okay. You don't want to hear me twice. Why not? Why not? Okay. So now, where are we at? Okay. So I think we're ready to continue on with the build. How's everything look? The lighting isn't the greatest over here. I will admit it is a little dark over here. I've got like 2 itty bitty lights. Oh, make it a little brighter. There we go. I've got 2 little lights and that's it. It's a webcam. It's doing what it can. But yeah, it is what it is. This is the table that I borrowed from my mom, so that I can actually put stuff here, because the table that I was using before is this one here, which is, it's a bit rickety. It's a bit rickety. So yeah, lighting is a little scuffed, but that's part of the charm. Yeah, as long as you can kind of get what I'm doing. Like, again, if you are building would I have grass seed in this? And yes, it's not that rigid. But, okay, maybe I thought it would be rigider. I may end up building a table. I've been trying to avoid building a table for this, because it's like this printer is going to live on the ground. The printer is going to live on the ground over there, because all this will be gone. But we'll see. We'll see. 1 Hertz input shaper. Yeah, we'll do input shape and just go. Okay. So that's enough of that. Let me pull up the manual. Okay. So again, it's gonna suck because I won't be able to do what I normally do, where like I cut away to the manual and whatnot. Because I ran a 20-foot USB cable to a webcam. It is what it is. So I'll just be a little bit more audible with what I'm doing, I guess. But for now, I need M416s, because we are taking this and screwing it into that. So M416s. Make the printer the table. I mean, it will eventually, just not today. Look at these T-nuts. Look at these. Look at all these T-nuts. Okay, M4. Look at the M38 box baggie. Okay, so M4 16? M416 socket heads count. Oh, disclosure. I should probably mention it. Fysetc sent me this. This is the, oh shit, we forgot to send you stuff in the box bag. So in here is some extra screws, some extra washers, some 3D printed parts, and some wires for the bed. So like last stream we were short some like M56s. Here they are. So yeah, so Fysetc I guess knows that they were short some components, and they sent out a oh shit kit to make up for it. So yeah, okay. And I should probably sort these into different things. So let's start doing that. So that's M5, M5, M3, M5, shims, shoulder bolts, M3, M3, M5, M3, 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 M3. Hopefully I find some M4s. Weird shoulder bolt thingies. 2s, M3s, M3s, spacers. I think these are M5s. M3s unlabeled. M4 6. We do have some M4s. M3s, M5, shim, self-tappers, balls of steel, 2, M3, 3, M3, M3, M5, M3, 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 M416s. Oh, here they are. That. Go finish sorting these out. 3s, M3s, shims, that, and then M5. There we go. Okay. So I just got back from a 6-mile hike, took a shower, and now it's time for Nero. Woo! Best time. Okay. So these are M416 socket head cap screws, and I think we need 4 of them. What I'm also going to need is something to put these in with because, okay, cool. I have 1 Allen key over here because I brought it all back over there. So this is going to go in here. So these are for tensioning, obviously. So you don't want to like put them in all the way, because if you put them in all the way, you're not going to have anything to pre-tension it with. So I'm going to back it up. We have about half engagement, just for now. I figure half engagement for now should be enough. Hopefully my neighbors kind of don't hear me, because my neighbors are literally in their front yard across the street right now doing stuff. So hopefully they don't hear me go, what the hell is he doing out there? Bagels? Dude, I made some bread today and it was delicious. Honey, shrink. Yeah, fun fact. I actually am not 5'9". I'm actually like 3'2", and this is just a standard V2. It's all been camera tricks this entire time. Right? For this build, I rolled a gnome. I will say the CNC parts are really nice. The anodizing is really nice and red. There we go. Okay, and now we need the bearings. So bearings are in a box that I've already labeled bearings, along with a bunch of other stuff. So what do I need? I need 695 ZZs. 695 ZZ. I knew. 695 ZZ. I'm assuming it's these ones. They're not labeled. Not liking the fact they're not labeled, but I can live with it. What kind of bread? Just really like, so I have like a generic bread recipe that I use. It's nothing fancy. I feel like making a loaf of bread because I have some like nice garlic butter, or just, I don't know. I like making sandwiches and French toast with homemade bread versus like store-bought bread. So it's, what is it? 2 cups of flour, just whatever flour I have. Half a cup of oats. I have like a giant bag of like steel cut oats from like, or not even, I don't even think they're steel cut. They're just oats. I picked up at Costco a while ago because it was on sale and I needed to find a use for it. So 2 cups flour, half a cup of oats, and then a tablespoon of salt or teaspoon of salt. And then I have like the giant jar of like, not instant yeast, but like quick react yeast that I bought like years ago that just lives in the freezer and it just keeps working. I put that in with like a little under 1.5 cups of warm water with a tablespoon of honey, and just like a drop of olive oil. And then I let that, whatever it calls with yeast, when you get it going, starter or whatever, you get it going. And then I pour that whole water into the, dries after like 10 minutes of it doing whatever. Proofing, that's what it is. And then I mix it up. I let it sit for a couple hours wrapped or in a bowl with a thing over it. And then I punch it down and I cook it in a Dutch oven at 450 for half an hour. Take it out, take the top off, take the butcher paper off, put it back in another 15 minutes. It's nothing fancy, but It works really nice. So I need now shoulder bolts. Shoulder bolts. So we got shoulder bolts for this. So for installing, what do we need here? And M591 washers. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Okay. So we have 4 shoulder bolts here, no extras. So that's something to be aware of. There's no extras. M5 by 9 by 1 washers. I think these are these ones. Because these are M5 9 by half, whereas these are unlabeled and they look a bit thicker, but they're the same OD and ID, and they're thicker. So I'm assuming it's these ones. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. No, these are only 6 of them. And I need 8 of them. Let me see here. M5. Wait 1 second. Un momento, por favor. They have some bigger ones here. I mean, as long as they're like 1 mil, right? Let's see. Yeah, they're the exact same, but dang it. How am I still short? Okay, whatever. Well, we'll if I gotta go digging, I'll go digging. So I think I have some extra M5 washers that I can pull from if I need to. So this is gonna be a bit annoying because it's like shoulder bolt goes through, okay, and then we have a bearing stack, so with washers. So it's kind of annoying because you can't really, actually, I know what I'm gonna do. 1 second, I'm gonna go get a dummy pen. Yeah, there's not a lot of room for me to sneak through. Let me see what we got here. I need a dummy pen to build these bearing stacks so I don't go insane. M5 dowel. There we go, dummy pin. And then M5 washers. These are all 1/2 inch washers, I think. Oh, no, there's a 1 inch. Or 1 mil. I think these are 1 mils. I mean, yeah. People hype for Clee Day? Dude, there's gonna be so many sales. Is that a 1 mil? I'm assuming 0.05 mil we can live with. Okay, this one's a mil. So I just gotta find actual good ones here. Oh. There we go. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. Sweet. Okay. Got that. We got that. Make it work. We will make it work. It's a whole lot of bagels. Bagels. I like bagels. Actually, I'll be honest. I will be honest. I'm not a fan of bagels. Bagels, I find they're too dry and they're too hearty. I'm not a huge bagel fan. I know that'll probably make some people angry, and I'm okay to live with my decision. But I'll be honest, bagels are really, they're not my thing. Like, give me a good, like, croissant or some, like, there are better breads, in my opinion. So how am I going to do this? Wait, do I even have the right ones? Oh, there's another bearing in the middle. Jeez, there's another bearing in the middle. There is a, so it's F695, and then in the middle there's just a flat bearing. That's F6. There's one of these guys. Yeah. So it's a triple bearing stack. New York bagels suck, Montreal bagels. I know they're different food groups. The thing is, like, the problem is a bagel, I think, is too dense and it's too much work for a, I don't know. I don't eat bagel. Like, the only bagels I will occasionally get is like a nice like cinnamon bagel, or let's be honest, a cheese bagel is always good. But like a bagel by itself is just not my thing. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Because this is gonna be insane. Because it's like, okay, so washer. Bearing. I'm gonna go insane trying to put this together. Okay. This doesn't seem right. Unless it sits in that. No, it does sit in that much. It sits in that much, okay. And then I'm gonna need a tweezers. I'm gonna need tweezers. I'll be back. Tweezers. Where is some flat tweezers? I know I have some flat ones. Tony, bagel. Yes. Bagel. We will go with these ones. Have fun for your D&D games. Dude, I'm playing Baldur's Gate again. Holy hell, that stupid game. I keep thinking I'm out, and then it just sucks me right back in. So that is that. So it's kind of weird. I think here, let me show you on the other thing. Let me go to the other thing. So if you look on here, let's see, go over this camera. So you can see here, we have a 695ZZ, a 695 2RS in the middle, and then yeah, a 695 2RS on the outside and the inside, and a 695Z. So flange, circular, flange. And then you have this go through. But the thing is, it's offset. Look at that. It's not centered. So I'm hoping that's correct, because it does bottom out on the shoulder bolt, and there is like ever so slight play. But I think that is it. So I guess that's what we're rolling with. Let's see if we got fancier shims in here. No fancy shims in this one. And no fancy shims in this one, I don't think. Nope. Okay. So that is one. So back to the other side. Am I on the right camera? Hopefully I'm on the right. Am I on the right camera? Yeah, I'm on the right camera. Okay. By the way, I'm just waiting for the moment I take a chunk out of my back off this thing on the. Like, I know it's gonna happen. I'm waiting for it to happen. I don't want it to happen, but I know it's gonna happen. So, also, I think somebody gifted memberships. Who was that? Who was that? Who are you? Bearded Bucket gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciate it. Thank you very much. Remember, best way to support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do is to become a channel member, or if you're really balling, gift memberships to others, because in that way, people can hang out when we do members only stuff, and you get videos early. Who doesn't like getting videos early? Or hanging out when we do member streams, right? Which there will be a member stream next week, just so you're aware. There we go. There we go. That's another one. I mean, this actually isn't as bad. The fact that it is offset means you don't have to use up the whole thing. So it actually is a bit more forgiving when it comes to stacking the bearings inside. Normally, stacking bearings in an internally enclosed setup like this is an absolute nightmare, because you have, like, as you put more in, they just get tighter and tighter, and you're like, how do I get that shim in? With the fact that it's actually kind of offset, it's kind of nice. Until it's not. There we go. Sure. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? Come on, back off. Well, come on. Ah! Oh no! I launched it out. Okay. Okay, that's that. Come on, come on. No, other way around. Ow, 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 I stabbed myself. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. Okay. 2 years and 4 months, Andrew Humphrey. Damn. It's been that long, eh? Have I played the Oblivion remaster? I have. And then I run into the same problem that happens every time I play an Elder Scrolls game, where I create a character, I start playing, I have a goal in my head, and then I end up wandering off on a tangent, and then I come back to it 2 days later, and it's like, I want to play a different character. Every time. Every flippin' time I play an Elder Scrolls game. Because I never did beat Oblivion. I beat Skyrim once. Several hundred hours in the game. I did beat Skyrim once. But Oblivion I never beat. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Gotcha. Gotcha. Skyrim VR is a blast, 400 gigabytes a mod. I have Skyrim VR, I think. Yeah, I do have Skyrim VR. I did play it in VR for a little bit. Okay, so take out the machine parts and the belt tensioner. Somebody shown about quantity left, right. Okay, so we've done that. And then they attach with, place the tensioner on the base profile, flush with the profile top surface, and pay attention to the distinguish left and right. Quantity left, quantity right. Okay. So we got M530s. Trying to figure out what these other things are. Are they standoffs? Oh, they're standoffs. Okay, that's what that is. Okay, so we got M530s that hold it to the frame with M5 T-nuts. So M530s. M530s. And we got 2 each. And then T-nuts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And M5 T-nuts. Ready. Am I building the URKFA? I am not. Originally, I was gonna build an URKFA V2. And then I never got a kit. I was supposed to get a kit. Somebody was gonna send me a kit. I can't remember who. If it was like the URKFA developers themselves or LDO or somebody. And the thing is, I'll be honest, if I built one, it would just be to build one. I probably wouldn't be using it because I really don't do a lot of multi-material. I have a box turtle. It's going on this guy. And I have a Prusa XL and a Prusa MMU3. I'm covered for all my multi-material needs, I'll be honest. Okay, so these mount in here with the shoulder bolt facing inward. So the access for the shoulder bolt would face outward. And it goes like here. Goes right there. There and there. I think. Oh wait, no, it mounts on this side. No, it mounts it, no. Oh, I got, this mounts this way, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it goes like that, yeah, okay. I'm looking at the image and the orientation is the same, but I'm rotated 90 degrees when I look at it, so it's throwing me off. No counter bore. That's a little disappointing. I was hoping there would be a nice fancy counter bore. Okay, get them started, slide it in. Frame hasn't gotten any smaller. No. It's getting heavier though. I did have to pick it up to move it today. And one of the reasons I'm building it here is because you don't really have to flip this too much. During the build, I think you only got to flip it once to do the bed and that's it. I skimmed through the manual. So the plan will be build it here. And then once we get it to the point where it's like ready to go on the floor, I will get, me and somebody else will hold it. We'll each lift it up and then somebody will slide the table out the garage door. So it shouldn't be too bad, I'll be honest. I mean, one of the cool things is I was at Rocky Mountain last weekend. By the way, a VORON Phoenix update and a VORON Cascade update video this week. One will be Wednesday, probably the Cascade, and then VORON Phoenix will be the Sunday video. So yeah, but one of the cool things is we have VORON Phoenix. If you don't know what VORON Phoenix is, VORON Phoenix is the VORON official large format printer, and it's an IDEX. Other than a 4040 frame, this isn't a Phoenix. This is closer to a beefed up V2 than a Phoenix. So I know we've been, jokingly calling it the Phonix, myself and a few other people. This is more just a beefy V2 than a Phoenix. This is a beefy V2 with mods than a Phoenix. More of that than a Phoenix. So anyways, fun fact, I learned a lot of stuff about the Phoenix that has prepared me for all the things I'm gonna have problems with this machine. Namely, fun fact, the X-axis? You know how metal expands under temperature? 2 millimeters. That's how much it grows under a Phoenix. So on a Phoenix, when you heat up your print volume from room temperature to ABS temperature, so 65 Celsius in the chamber, and it does do that on a Phoenix, the X-axis grows 2 millimeters. Fun. Yeah, thermal expansion is, thermodynamics is a bitch. Put it that way. Okay, I'm not gonna spin the frame, so you're gonna see my butt for a bit. So we'll just kind of come over here and do the hokey pokey. But yeah, thermodynamics is a bitch. That one in there. And then there's also some other stuff I'm going to be stealing from Phoenix. A filament booster and some other stuff as well. So it's actually a good thing that I'm building this machine now. Because it'll give me a chance to actually test some stuff from the Phoenix on it. So we got that going for us, which is nice. Inconel. I mean, I would love to have an Inconel X-axis. I don't think we have the budget for that, unfortunately. As you know, for a while, I kind of knew somebody who worked at Velo. But I don't have access to Inconel printing, unfortunately. As fun as that would be, I don't think that's going to happen. Because, that's always the easy solution, right? Is just, at first you don't succeed, redo it in a more expensive metal. There we go. And there we go. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so we have our lower Z-axis installed, and it is flush with the bottom. It is like, it's not sitting low, it's sitting on the upper rung. Is that clicking or music? Music is playing, and you might hear some clicking from me doing this. So let's see, place the belt tensioner on the base profile, flush with the profile. Okay, so we did that. Okay, so we're good there. What is this spacing? There's a front and a back. There's a front and the back. The spacing is different. This is the back. spacing is different. I didn't know that. Okay, this is the back of the printer. This is the front. Do I have tape? I do. I got a marker. Yes. Yes, I do. This is the front of the printer here. I did not realize there's a front and a back already, but I guess it makes sense. The bed would be offset, right? The bed would be more forward. Front. And then I'm not going to label the back because the back is the opposite of the front. Big brain. I just checked to make sure I put the cap on before tapping my head. Big brain. Okay. Oh, you're catching up on 2x? Yeah, I know. That's why I normally do like 1.5 times when I'm catching up on a stream. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so the next is the Z motor assembly. And we're going to need some plates, it looks like. So let's go back around and grab some plates. Because I have the spacers here. So here's all the spacers. I'm gonna need some measuring devices too. So let's go back around. I'm also thirsty, so I'm gonna grab some gamer subs because it is nummies. There we go. Num num num. Gamer subs lemonade is delicious, by the way. Okay. So we did that. We did that. These are the spacers for the next step, by the way. And then this is what we're building. So we're gonna need the 4 motors, which we got here. And then we're gonna need these 2 plates and then this little doohickey here. So it looks like 2 plates and a doohickey. So what do those plates look like? I'm assuming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, let me see what do we got here. We got 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. I need 1 more of these guys. Why'd I got a feeling it went on an adventure when I flipped this? Oh, there we go. Yep, it was underneath. 4. Okay, got those. And then I also need this guy. This little hook here. Is that 3D printed? Is it red or no? No, it's 2 screws. No. I don't know what that is. I don't see it. It might not be 3D printed. I do not. I got some little holes here. They don't have any guy in it. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Are they plastic or? It'd be really nice if you were to tell us what these were. Nope. 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 That's all the afterburner parts. It's gonna be, okay, it's not a baggy, there's also some wide ones. Well, it's this one right here. I'm assuming that's metal. I'm assuming that's metal. But alas, I do not see it in my assortment of metal parts. I've got 4 empty spots here and 4 empty spots here where they might go, but I don't see anything in there. Let me go check if they are. The only other option would be, let me take this out. Let me check what's underneath here. Yeah, I don't see them in here. Okay, let's see. Just double check. Nothing under here. Yeah, nothing under there. It's in a bag. The other parts are okay. So those, okay, so they're in a bag. See, this is documentation. So these little guys here are apparently in a bag. Okay, so let's bring all this over there and go into my other office. It's in a bag with the other parts, not the CNC parts. Okay, so step into my other office, class. Hopefully I don't drop stuff on the way. Okay, so they're in a bag with the other parts. So these are all the spacers. Are they in here? Nope, these are just spacers. It's all bed stuff. Not in here. Oh, we got more screws and 5s. Okay, are they in this bag? Pantheon looks so small now. Ooh, haha, a fine addition to my collection. You can never have enough flush cutters, eh? You can never have enough flush cutters. What else we got here? We got Allen keys. I might need those. Okay. Ooh, I got a brush. I'm assuming that's for a filament thingamabobber at some point. Okay, let's see if I can find these parts that I'm missing, apparently. Are they in here? Don't see them in here. Oh, it gave me tweezers. That's nice. Nope. Oh. No, these are for the door. Okay, so it's not in this box. Not in the bearing box. I got a box called screen, fans and wiring. So let's just see what we got in here. No, that's all the screen. Really? You only got one flush cutter? I've got like billions and billions of them. That's just all wires. This is more bearings. I don't know what these, I don't know why I have rounded bearings, but okay. Fan blower? No, that's that. And that's the electronics box. And that's the bed stand up. I don't know where these are at. I have no idea where these little parts are at. No, this is all door stuff, I think, or roller stuff. Maybe it's... Nope, those are the rails. Senior constant temperature soldering iron. Gives me a soldering iron, that's nice. Tape. Bed heaters. Thermistors. A whole bunch of spacers. I am missing that part. I don't know where that part's at. PCBs. Somebody said it was in a bag. Somebody in chat said they had it in a bag. What bag? Was it a bag with all the bearings and screws? Was it like... Because, like, I'll be honest, I'm not seeing it. And I need it before... Because there's filament runout sensors. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Because I need it. Because I don't think you can install it with the other stuff. And this is everything for the printer here. Look for the bigger one in the back of the motors. You will find this one. Is it in the thing with the motors? Let me check. Let's go back to the other side. Okay. Let's see. Back over here. Look for the bigger ones for the back of the motors. You will find smaller. I mean, they're metal. Oh, there's a box here. These are just wires. These are just wires. That's a spool holder. This is the afterburner stuff. Some 3D printed parts, some 3D printed parts. 3D printed parts, all 3D printed. Drag chains. That's it. Yeah, I don't know where these are at. I need these, and I kind of want to put them in before assembling the whole thing. Where the fuck are these? Because I need them to mount it to the top. Like you need it. Oh, there's also a thing on the back here too. Well, that one I have. That one I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have these guys, but I'm missing those other ones. And the thing is, in the box here, well, if they come from the inside, I know that, but okay, where are they? I have these, which are empty, and there's nothing in these. Then I have these, which had nothing in them. Or they have some, I don't know, some stuff moved around. Either way, like. So where the hell did they go? You think all the CNC parts are in one area. You would think all the CNC parts would be together. But I do not see these. I do not see these anywhere. And I need them. Let's see. Live chat. Like I have no idea where they're at. Like I need them. I need them. Got nothing on the ground here. Could they be red instead of black? I mean, they could be, but I still don't see them. Like, it's a pretty... standard thing. It's a little L bracket with 2 screws at the bottom. It's a little L bracket with 2 tap holes and 1 tapped hole. And I don't have that anywhere. Like, I don't have anything similar to that in here. These are the red parts are just for the clamps. These are for the pivot. Like, I do not have them. There should have been a little bag with black parts in the center. I mean, I have this little bag with black parts in the center. The center of all these. I don't remember seeing anything. Unless this goes here, but no, this goes here. Little bag with black CNC parts in the center. Yeah, I don't have a bag with black CNC parts anywhere. We got all the panels under here. There's nothing under there. What's that? Shit. Let's go. Are there any bags here? No, there's no bags here. Any bags there? Nope. Okay, let's go back over the other side. Like, literally, it's all over here. Oh, wait, maybe. No, nothing under here. I'm trying to remember last week, I did put a bag under here, but that was just screws, and then I put them back in the thing. Nope, nothing there. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. That's just electronics. That's just the bed standoffs, and those are the bed plates. That's the bottom. Just rails. I don't know. Tonight's stream is me pulling my hair out because apparently I'm missing parts. Like, I'm missing parts already. How am I missing parts already? Like, there's nothing down here. Got my hammer, the tape. Huh. I really don't know. I really don't know. I've got the standoffs and that's it. Double check they're not in here. They're in the parts with the frickin' standoffs. I found them. Why would you put in a bag with nothing but standoffs a bag with a bunch of CNC parts? Found them. Are we on the right camera? We are. Yep. Found them. Anyways, okay. Parts love to hide. Yeah, apparently. Okay. I wish I had it. Anyone got some vodka I could put in this? He's got the vodka. Okay. This is for folks who actually have not built a printer before. This is one of the most frustrating parts of there. This time this is reality. Yeah, it's one of those things like on like. This is why when people ask me, you know, oh hey, I've never built a VORON before. I'm looking at getting a kit. Which kit would you recommend? I pretty much always say LDO because it's just kind of a known good quantity kind of thing. It's like it's an LDO M5x3. There we go. If you get like an LDO kit, it follows the main manual. Everything's well labeled. It just kind of like it's the least amount of variables. When you're building a printer, especially when you've never built a printer before, removing variables is very handy. It makes you not hate life. Okay, so we got, oh, these are button heads. Button heads. M38 button head cap screws. And I'm gonna need 8 of these. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna jump around because there's like build a left and a right hand one. I'm gonna try and like do them similarly. Okay, let's see. Are these all the same? I think these are all the same. They're just mirrored. Some of them are mirrored. Well, you put them together mirrored. Okay, so when VORON eventually reaches the shower, can you please insist, Jason, the frame is golden? Sure. I can do that. Okay, so this one goes this way, and they go this way. They go this way. So 600 millimeters is the new thing? Apparently. The route rig is 500. That fly over my head? No. I understood the joke. I just thought it would be funnier to roll around with it. Kind of like how for, you know, the Americans in the audience, your new fearless leader is wanting to put a golden dome over all of you. So that means if you do get attacked by missiles, you'll all get, you know, a golden shower across the country. So at least you got that going for you, which is nice for some people if you're into that. I have a very, my sense of humor is kind of all over the place. A lot of it is dark, but part of it is, shoot, what's the guy from Caddyshack? The comedian from Caddyshack, what's his name? I'm a fan of self-deprecating humor. I am not shy of making fun of myself if it leads to a funny joke, because the ends justify the means. A funny joke is a funny joke. So if I gotta make fun of myself and it not Chevy Chase, the other guy. The guy who can't get any respect. Rodney Dangerfield, there you go. Rodney Dangerfield, there you go. Hopefully the music's still going. The music I play out of speakers. I used to put Bluetooth headphones in during stream, and then I just realized I could just use the speaker. The gopher. The gopher? Okay. So we're installing all of these. And then I think the first thing I have to do, I'm just doing this now so I don't forget, because these stupid little things I was like, where are they? Where are they? You know what's funny? What's his name? LTX. I took this bag out of there earlier. So if I had left the bag in there and you had said, oh, they're in a bag in the middle, I'd be like, oh, there they are. But I took it out earlier. I'm just remembering that now. Top 10. Anything can tell me about this printer? It's a big printer, and I hope you have a lot of room. I ran into, I can't remember who it was. I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names. I ran into somebody at Rocky Mountain who's also building one of these. And they gave me a bunch of like their thoughts on it kind of thing, but they showed me pictures of their build and they were building it in a big open garage and they had the whole garage. And I'm like, well, that's nice. Okay, so I guess the first thing you have to do is remove 2 screws on the tail motor stock. So let me go get my ltcstore.com screwdriver so we can do that. From ltcstore.com, and we're going to put a Phillips bit in it. Trying to build this on a tiny room table. I would not try. Okay, so on this one, it looks like, I know you can't see unless you want to pull up the manual and follow along, but the wires go out that way, and you take out these 2 here. Jake, €2 or £2. Cheers and appreciate. Good night, funny Canadian man. Is that funny Canadian man like I'm a funny man who is Canadian, or it's funny because I'm Canadian? Anyways, good night, Brit boy. I'm always paranoid taking these out because they're so easy to strip. It's so easy to strip those. Try this bit. Well, this printer comes with wheels. There we go. So we take out 2 screws out of the back of the motor. Then we use one of these doodads. And then I'm going to put it in right now so I don't lose it. M360s. Okay. Because I really don't want to accidentally screw up the motors. I am building at a house I just moved out of and not put on the market. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was you. Yeah, I like legit, I'm building it here because if I ever do need to move it out of the house, this is the garage door. That's why I'm building it here, is because if I ever have to, for whatever reason, move it out of the house, I can just move it out of the house. Because literally, I cannot put this anywhere else in the house. I wouldn't be able to move it. Like if I was building it on the other side there, I would never be able to bring it inside and I wouldn't be able to move it over here. It would live on that side and I don't have room over there for this printer. So like this is literally the only place I have room for, which I'm regretting that I didn't put any more plugs on this side. When I wired up my garage, I wired up everything. I put in all the plugs over there for plugging in everything. And then I put plugs in on that wall. And then I didn't put anything here because I'm like, this is where I'm going to store a bunch of stuff. Why do I need plugs? But I have like, I can get access to plugs very easily. They're just right there. But it's like, I should have put more plugs here, but I didn't. I mean, I can run an extension. It's not a big deal. So. 910 millimeters for the frame. Yeah, and that's not including like panels or the doors or filament holder or anything else for it. Okay, so that is that one. These 2 for that one. Okay, so we'll do this one now. Good old ltcstore.com screwdriver. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Yeah, I mean, like, you can always... luckily, my panel box is literally right there. And I could just run rigid line if I really want to. I can just run a hard line for wire if I really wanted to ensure that, you know, had more power out here. Or I can just plug it into what I have right there at the junction box and be fine. Because I'll be honest, this is probably going to be the only printer over here. Oh wait, these are different. These are different. This one goes there, yeah. Sweet. Oh, I did the first one, right? That's good. Happy manufacturing. What up, homies? Yo, what up, G? How you doing? Yeah, Esoterical, and if Esoterical's in chat here, yeah, he has one. For anyone wondering, it's about 970 millimeters wide once you account for the electronics on the side. Yeah, and then it's going to be taller than 900 millimeters because you got wheels on it and whatnot. So, it's a big boy. It's a big boy. It's the Compensator 9000. I think that's sitting down flush. How many index tool heads can you fit on here? A lot, but we're not going to go index on here. As cool as index would be on this, I'll be honest, print volume this big doing multicolor is kind of absurd. Even with like 10 seconds of a tool change, because it's going to take you a while to move. Oh, shit. We're just going to leave that. Yep, that's going to stay there. Okay. Even with the however long it takes to move, it 600 millimeters of printing is a lot. I think I may have pulled a thread out, but we're going to leave that there. And the other one is in the bottom. So it's the opposite. So take the two bottom out. Does LDO release a tool changer? I mean, they have box drill kits. Yeah, LDO is box turtle kits, so. Yeah, you can build Lego cars with this. I mean, this will be, like, I'm putting the box turtle on it, so we'll have some form of filament, multi-filament setup. But I'll be honest, the box turtle is going to be connected to a Y-splitter, and it's going to be for filament runout. It's going to be for filament rollover and filament runout. I'll be honest, that's what the box turtle's for. This is going to get, it's going to be built stock for now, but it'll get a tool head with a high flow hot end and a box turtle for filament rollover. And I think that'll be a pretty good setup for something like this. Doing a tube on here? Eventually, probably. Or something similar to a tube. Something tubey. Do you have any particular suggestions for a very high flow hot end that works good? A tube! The tube's good. The Goliath is pretty good too. Just with the Goliath, be aware, I've had 2 thermistors on them die. It's just, I don't know, the stock thermistors they come with are kind of crap. But if you're looking for just a big high flow, it works. Both the tube and that have like water cooling options, or actually no, Goliath has water cooling. Actually no, the tube has, they both have water cooling options if that's your thing. Personally, I don't think you need that unless you're printing above 80C chambers, but that's just me. And then, if you're looking for something more just quick drop in on like an existing machine, you always have the Rapido. So. Tube and a takeoff. Yeah, tube and a takeoff is a pretty solid option. That's what we're doing on the Seabore once we, the Seabore will probably be the next build series after, we'll finish up the Seabore Quad XY Trident after we finish either the Pro Forge, or it'll probably be the Pro Forge. Once the Pro Forge done, we'll move over to that. Okay. I need a drink. Yeah, due to the, yeah, this is not gonna have fast set travel as well. It's 27-to-1 gearing on these. So it's not gonna go woo woo really fast. Okay, so let's build these one at a time. So these two go over here with this here. So we are gonna need some spacers. It's gonna be very disappointing for Ivan because these are not red and they're not PLA. Let me go get a measure. Cause I gotta measure these. I need to get a new vernier. My freaking vernier broke and I keep meaning to buy a new one and I keep forgetting. So I'm using a freaking 0-to-1 micrometer as a vernier, like a freaking Neanderthal. Where is my scale? There's my scale. There we go. There we go. How's the Prusa going? Prusa's going good. Okay. Would have been nice if they had labeled these, but alas, poor Yorick, they did not. None of these are labeled, and it annoys me. So, shoot. Really, like, none of these are labeled. But I think they're all for this, so it's not too bad. Wow, this is annoying. So this is 2. Okay, where's my marker? I'm gonna label these bags. Because these are 25 millimeters long. Okay, we're gonna take a moment here. I'm gonna label stuff. Sorry. 25 millimeters, so this is bag number 2. Okay. This is bag number 8. Stubby ones are these guys. These are number 7. Okay, so number 1 is 25 millimeters long. So they're all 25 millimeters long. But number 1 is 6 millimeter ID or 6 millimeter OD. So that would be I think it's this one. This is 1. That's I really don't like how these are labeled. Oh, there's 6 in a bag. So this is 1. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so 6 in a bag. So this is 1. 2 has 6 in a bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay, 3 has 2 in a bag. So this is 3. Okay. Oh. Shoot. 3 is 5 mil. Yeah, because 6 is 5. Oh, they're both. What the hell? I don't like this. Okay, I think 5 by 2.5 by M3. Okay, I've got 2 with 2, and these don't look the same. Okay, well, okay, I think this is 3. This 4 is 5. Okay, and then this is 6. Okay, that's labeled. Okay, that is labeled enough, I think. Okay. Comes with 10 amp 110 plug for the USA. Yeah, it shouldn't be drawing 20 amp. A Voron Phoenix runs on a 15 amp circuit. This has beds. This has four 450 watt beds. Okay, and they are 110 volt. Okay, so it's four 450 watt beds. So yes, so that's what, 8, 16 plus 50. It's 1800 watts a bed, but you're not running all the beds at once. You're cycling the beds. I don't know what the startup macro for this is, but I'm going to steal the startup macro from the Phoenix. And the startup macro on the Phoenix, what it does is it will, essentially what it'll do, it'll heat up each bed 5 degrees at a time. So it's only like heating up the bed one at a time. You're not hitting it with all the beds at once. So this comes with a NEMA plug, does it? I haven't looked for the plugs yet. Let me look for the plug. What is the plug? Like, I have no idea where the plugs are at. I haven't even looked. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Yeah, I have no idea where the plugs are at. I'm sure it's somewhere. We'll get to it when we get to it. Okay. So that is that. Okay, so now let's put this all together. Oh God, this is gonna be a nightmare. So it doesn't even tell me to put which bearing on. It just has bearing. So I'm assuming I'm just gonna put it on. So let's grab, I'm assuming it's the 8 mil bearings, which are these guys. That'd be a no-go. I mean, oh wait, no, the plug is in the box, right? It's in the power box. It's already, we'll look later. Remind me after we get this built. Okay. So what is the orientation for this? I don't know. It doesn't tell me the orientation for the, it gives me a picture. So I am just going to install it flush with the top, and if I gotta move it, I'll move it. So we'll start with the 20-tooth gear. Let's put it there. So I'm assuming there should be room to move it if I need to move it. Okay, so that's that. And then we have, that goes on like that. Okay, so that sticks out that way. Okay, and that is held on with, oh my God, this is such a nightmare. This is not a fun way of doing this, I will say. So that goes like that. 2 number 7s. Did the bearings and align the gears with them? Oh, good idea, good idea. So we got 2 number 7s, a number 8, 2 number 8s. I feel like Big Smoke. Can somebody start rattling off Big Smoke's order? Somebody put the Big Smoke's order in here. Oh, we got bearing stacks. Okay. So bearing stack, I think they just sit right on these, yeah. And then M325s, go through everything. Okay, 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda. There you go. Can't go wrong with Big Smoke's Cluck and Bell order from GTA San Andreas. Dude, I had GTA San Andreas on the PS2. That game felt huge. And then I seen a thing, I watched a video where somebody played it with a mod to like turn off the fog and like how small the map is. I'm like, oh my God, there is nothing to this game. We need M330s. Oh, M330s. Oh no, 2 M325s. Wait, really? 2 M325s. And 2 M330s. Okay, so now that goes that way. So this is that's gonna go like that. So let's see here. So I just want to orientate this right. So if that's going that way, that's gonna go that way. Okay. Probably not a good idea to rest this all on here like this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And just hope it doesn't fall over. Okay, so you're gonna go like that, like that. You're gonna go like that. So you are the M330s. The M3. Oh, there's 3 M330s. Okay, so there's 3 M330s. So that's M325. This is one more M330. You're empty. Okay. Now you go there. You go there. You go there. Why does that not seem right? What? Wait, that ain't right. 1 second. That doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem right. 1 second. How does that work? Did I grab the right ones? No, those are the right ones. How does that? I know it's a washer, but that doesn't seem right. Number 8. These are number 8s. Did I grab the wrong ones? 1 second here. Okay. Oop. Okay, 1 second here. Where's number 8 is, it doesn't tell me. It's just it's short, which is the same as the short ones. But how does washer? Oh, I forgot the middle washer. Oh, dang it, I keep forgetting there's a middle. There's a middle bearing on these. I keep forgetting. That's why. There's a middle bearing on these. I keep forgetting. There they are. I'm like, why doesn't this not stack up right? And it's like, oh, middle bearing. That's why. Okay. So. So you're going to stick out like that. So you go there. You go here. Drop it on the floor like a fool. Okay. So. Yeah, there is no chamber heater, but you have 1600 watts of bed, which you can use as the chamber heater. You just need to ensure that the air is moving. You can use the beds as a chamber heater. A VORON Phoenix gets to 65C in the chamber easily. And since this essentially uses the same kind of setup as a Phoenix, this should also, in theory, get to those chamber temperatures. In theory. In Minecraft. Okay, let's get these started. I don't have these in the right position. Shoot. Wait, do I need a spacer? Ah, shoot, I forgot I need a washer. I need a washer, shoot. Where's the washer go? The washer goes on the top. Yeah. I really don't like the way they laid out these instructions. M59, there we go. They're very, I'm not saying the instructions are bad. I'm just saying the way the instructions are done, you really got to pay attention because it's like, here's a blown up schematic of everything. Hope you didn't miss this one part. Kind of thing. So it's not that they're bad, it's just, if you're not like, it's very easy to like, oh, miss this one arrow pointing saying, oh, put a washer here. Okay, so that's that. That's that. Started and get these started. There we go. Okay, so get these ones started. Okay, so that's started. So now I can put this like this, put this on this. This one just kind of goes in here. And then these, oh. Trying to get it to start. There we go. Now it's in there. Okay, so now I can just kind of go there. Drop you in. You go there. Drop you in. There we go. Okay, so let me just double check the image and make sure it all matches and I'm not a complete fool. Okay, that looks right. Okay, so now tighten everything up. There we go. And you're screwing into aluminum, so don't overdo it. This one doesn't have a standoff, so you gotta be a little careful, but I don't think it's a huge deal. It just doesn't call for a standoff. It's just free floating. Yeah, it's just a free floating screw. Okay, and now we can line up our our thing here. There we go. Good enough for now. Do final. Oh, nope. Gotta move it down. Gotta move it down. A little too much. There we go. And we can do final adjustments later. There we go. One done. Okay. One done. Two. So we need 3 of these. Two of these. The car. Oh yeah, the 3D printed car. I will say whoever's doing that needs to get a bigger printer. There is more panel gaps on that thing than a Tesla. You wouldn't download a car. And don't forget, I don't know how long the stream's going today, but at the end of the stream today, we are doing our usual giveaway of a spool of Polymaker filament. So if you want to win that, make sure you enter for your chance. Link in the video description. Do that now because you won't be able to when the stream ends. Because the giveaway's at the end of stream. Okay, so sure I got the right one here. Nope, you're facing the wrong way. You're facing the right way. So you go like that. Okay. I love the Tesla accordion hands. Everything's computer. Although I will say SpaceX Starship launch on Tuesday, so I'm looking forward to that. Because, you know, at the end of the day, everyone loves rockets, so. Last year's car. Yeah, because he put a bunch of work into it. The car that is, it's a new car he's working on now. So. Actually, shoot, can I put this on through it? Yeah, I can. Okay, good. Now, what was the standoff number? These are number 7s. Number 7s. There we go. Launch failed due to the print. Well, they didn't launch yet, didn't they? Down Under? I thought legit. I thought they didn't launch. They scrubbed because no joke, and it's because they're Australia, it makes it even better. The front fell off. Like during their like pre-flight checks, somebody accidentally activated the fairings. So the fairings at the top of the rocket just went boop, and they fell off and hit the ground. And so they're scrapped. They got to get new fairings. So they have to like redo it all. But legit, the front fell off. So yeah. Where can you get a kit to build one of these? Link in the video description is usually a good place to start. Okay. Oh my God, there's... Okay, you can kind of spin it. And 2. So that is 2 of them done. Now we have to do the same thing, but opposite. Because this is now the left side. So this faces away. I don't have dog hair already. Okay. So that. So now. M330. Forgot how comically large. It's not comically large. It is disproportionately large. Clark and Daw. Is that the front fell off joke? I think most people just know the front fell off joke. Like I don't. If that's the name of the show where the joke is from, it's the first I'm hearing of it. Because legit, I only know of it from the whole front fell off thing. So. Like I've never heard of the group. I just know the front fell off joke. Political community. So it's kind of like for the Canadians out there, it's kind of like This Hour has 22 minutes, or for the Americans, it'd be like Colbert or Daily Show kind of thing. Only a lot less production values. By the way, I was, because I had to get my laptop out, so I went through my bag, and I forgot I had some beef jerky left over from Buc-ee's. So I got that waiting for me when I finished stream today, so, yeah. I'm gonna finish the stream, have a drink, eat some beef jerky from Buc-ee's, and, play some Baldur's Gate. And then go to bed at some point. Politicals. Oop. Lost me washer. Put it on there. And then I do have to start watching Andor. Andor ended good, so it's officially on my list of okay shows to watch. So I have to watch Andor because it ended good. So it's on my official list of, hey, it actually ended okay. I don't feel bad watching it. Ah! That was completely on me. Okay, let's see. What did I lose? What did I lose? You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay. 1, 2. Yeah, my rule of thumb is I very rarely will invest in a show until it is over. After being burned by Game of Thrones, it's kind of like my unspoken rule is I will not invest myself in a TV show until it is over and it ends good. And Andor seems to have done that, so I don't feel bad investing in watching it now. Yeah, I was funny. I was going to watch Rogue One on the flight home from Rocky Mountain because it was on the plane. Or one of my trips so far this year. I was going to watch it. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wait until Andor comes out and watch it all in one go kind of thing. Okay. So if that's that way, you got to go this way. Number 7s. Everyone, yeah, you know how Ender is one of the best things I've watched. Nice. Yeah, I'll be honest, out of like all the new Star Wars stuff, Andor is like, or correction, Rogue One was like the only movie I really liked. Like, I'll be honest, I finally watched whatever the last Star Wars movie, what's the last one of the Skywalker trilogy, like The Rise of Skywalker or whatever it's called? Stupid name. Anyways, I finally watched it a couple months ago. I watched the whole movie in 45 minutes because I kept skipping through it. Like I'm just like, no, not interested. No, not interested. No, not. And the next thing I know, I'm like, oh, it's over. Like, well, this was dumb. Like, holy heck, Disney, you really butchered it. Rogue One had some... You know why I liked it? Because there wasn't a Skywalker in it, and it didn't have anything on Tatooine. Like, holy hell. Like, the Star Wars universe is huge. Just give us a playground. Like, the Star Wars universe should be a playground, right? Here's all this cool stuff. Here's a universe full of magic and all this other cool shit. Like... Like, just use the universe as a stepping stone to just set stories in. That's all I want. That's all I want. Just make the Star Wars universe a stepping stone. Use it as, like, Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate takes place in the Forgotten Realms, for those that don't know, like, the lore. There's an entire world set up that Baldur's Gate takes place in. And yeah, there's a few characters that pop in that you would know. Duke, Elder Guard, or Raven Guard, I mean. But for the most part, like, it's a self-contained story in an established universe. Give me the story of some random, like, clone trooper who ran away from it all, started a family, and lives literally in, like, the other ass end of the galaxy. And it's his, like, kid becoming a bounty hunter or something on his own. No force powers, no empire, just over there. These. So Star Wars like watching The Crown and assuming Britain is like that. In a story about the rest of the population. Yeah. Like, holy shit, move away from Tatooine and Skywalker shit. Like, look how awesome, like, KOTOR was when it first came out, right? KOTOR, the Knights of the Old Republic universe. Like, it's Star Wars. It's the Star Wars we all know, but it's a completely original story with a completely original characters. It does have a part on Tatooine, unfortunately, but it's like, it's its own thing. Like, the Star Wars universe is big enough that you don't have to keep frickin' running into the same 3 people over and over again. Also, it makes up for the fact that, like, everything we've seen in, like, Andor and, like, building up to rebel against the Empire, it's all thrown away in, like, 15 years and it's back to the Empire. It's like, really? You went through all this trouble and then you threw it all, like, you lost it all within, like, not even a generation. It's all gone. It's all back to, like, tyranny. You couldn't even hold the galaxy together for a freaking week. What the hell? Mob movie set on Coruscant. That would work. I'm not a fan of mob movies, but, like, that could work. There's a whole bunch of different things you could do if you just have the Star Wars universe as, like, a playground. Book of Boba Fett. Oh, dude, the Book of Boba Fett sucked. I was so disappointed in Book of Boba Fett. It was like the first inkling that I'm like, yeah, they're starting to lose the plot here. Like, it's that when the best part of Book of Boba Fett was the part with Mandalorian in it. And 7. 2 of these. Yeah, first season Mando, some of second season Mando was pretty good. But it just kind of like started meandering. The problem is too many stories go on too long. I haven't watched Ahsoka. Nor whatever one is it with the kids. Scrap Fleet or Junk Wars or whatever the... Okay. Book of Boba Fett was Mandalorian season 2-5. Yeah. The Vespas. Dude, the Vespas. Like, I'm okay with cheese. I'm okay with cheese. I understand cheese has its place in Star Wars. It's Star Wars. You're not meant to take Star Wars seriously. Skeleton. Yeah, Skeleton Crew. Really badly sequenced. Yeah, I blame the director. I think the director just kind of... Who was... It was somebody famous who directed it. I just don't think they knew what they were doing for that kind of mini story or mini series. Okay. So, we have our Z drive gears here. Let me go back over to the main screen to show you these things because they are kind of chunky. Plus, I need to stretch my legs. What time are we at anyways? 10 o'clock, damn. Okay, hello. Hi, I'm back. There you go. There is our Z assembly. Beefy boy. Boba Fett was robbed because Fillion got bored with the concept tour. Yeah. Honestly, his introduction in season 2 of Mandalorian wasn't bad. Like, how he was reintroduced into Mandalorian wasn't too bad. Like him when he finally gets his armor and whatnot and wrecks all those stormtroopers. That was cool. But it was like... The Obi-Wan series, well, it was really annoying because kids are annoying in movies. Like, freaking baby Leia there was just dumb annoying. But the scene where he runs across the surviving clone trooper who's just collecting money, like he's homeless, and he's just like asking for change using his helmet. That was honestly the best part of the series. That one little scene just like had so much little world building in it. I'm like, if you could extrapolate that little one scene there to an entire series, that would have been awesome. But they did not. Okay, so to mount this, I need M3/8s, and it's M3/8s? M3s? I feel like I'm gonna break it. Okay. M3/8s. Okay. At least they're button heads, right? Socket heads, yeah. Okay, M3/8s, okay. Acolyte was really bad. I completely forgot the Acolyte existed. 3, 4, 5, 6. So there you go. I'll just grab a bunch here and put the rest that I don't need back in. And M3/8. These guys. The Obi-Wan miniseries. The Obi-Wan miniseries wasn't too bad. It's just the parts with like Kid Leia running away from bounty hunters very easily. Like, it just kind of pulled me out of it a lot. Okay, so how do these mount? So if this is the front, I don't know which ones are the right and which ones are the left. So these are the right ones. So these go here. What? Maybe it goes here. No. How does that? Wait, what? Oh, it just mounts right up against it. Oh, I see. Okay. So flush on the outside, curved into the inside. Okay. Oh, it just kind of goes like that. Okay. And that goes like that. Okay. Let's see how many times I drop a nut on my head. The fact that it's M3/8s is kind of like, I'm not super worried about it ripping out. It just, you'd think it would be M5s. Like, these are held on with M5s. Idlers to the inside. Yep. It just seems kind of weird that it's M3/8s. Yeah, I think they got too stuck on the volume. Like, don't get me wrong, the volume's good tech, and it works really good for certain things, like ships. Like the fact that you could just kind of put the ship, like a set for the ship in the volume, and make everything around you space, and it projects right, and like blasters reflect and all that. That works really good. The volume works really good for that. But I think they just kind of got too reliant on it. It's kind of like how in you know, the prequels, how Lucas got a little too over attached to green screens. Okay, so we gotta loosen all these up. I can slide it. That slides up right against that. Go. There we go. Viola. They're fighting with the Carto errors for past 8 hours. Oh, you got yours printing. Nice. You're getting errors with the cartographer? Yeah. Cartographer is one of the things I'll be like, yeah, if this gives me errors, I'm ripping it out and replacing it with a beacon or something. I mean, we're going to build it stock. We are building it stock. It's just, you know, if we start getting stuff failing, I'm fully prepared to start ripping into error and replacing. Change the to Rapido V2 UFH and stuff. Yeah, I'm putting the hot in that it came within just for now. I've talked with somebody to get a relatively drop-in solution for high flow that if we need to, we will switch to. I did tell Fysetc that in one of my emails with them, and they mentioned that they will be working with, they're partnered with Fysetc, I guess they said. So they might, going forward, attach Rapidos to the kits or something from Fysetc. That's more high flow. Because this thing, you need more than 35 millimeters cubed a second on. Let's be honest. It doesn't need higher flow, it needs high flow. In terms of flow, it needs a high amount. 2, 3. 2, 3. But yeah, just to show you, what has the whole stream been today? Upper and lower Z motors. Or Z idlers and Z motors. That has been it so far. Okay, Ahsoka was bad. I regretted the time I spent watching it again. It was just like they filmed the first draft of a script. Yeah, Filoni has kind of been like, hey buddy, what's going on? Everything good? Lately, it seems. Like, I don't know if it's just kind of like lost in the sauce or just kind of like, you know. I'm just wondering if people are going to want more serious stuff. Like, I'm okay with the campy Star Wars. Star Wars doesn't have to be super serial. I'm okay with the camp. Camp is okay if done right. Ain't nothing wrong with camp. You just have to do it right. Like, for example, what I think has worked really good is Godzilla. The Japanese Godzilla movies, Shin Godzilla and -1, super serial, like adult concepts, and they're really good movies. And then you have Monsterverse Godzilla, where big monkey fight in Hollow Earth, and it's stupid as heck. But it's awesome, because it's Godzilla and King Kong fighting stuff in the center of the earth. In King Ghidorah. Like, it's stupid and fun. You can have stupid fun. It just has to be good. Like, I haven't seen it, but I heard some people said the Thunderbolts movie was pretty good, because it's like, yeah, it's dumb, but it's fun dumb. And it's like, okay, I'm okay with fun dumb. It's a comic book movie. It shouldn't be serious. Unless it's trying to be serious. There we go. These are the beefiest Zen motors I've ever put in a printer. I'm going over here to get a drink because I'm thirsty and to check chat. .6 is the way to go. I'm going to put a 0.8 on this. And the plan is, on most of my printers that are around 300 millimeters, I run a 0.4 nozzle at 0.2 layer height. On this machine, I figure since it's double the size, a 0.8 nozzle at 0.4 layer height makes sense. No way you and I agree on Godzilla can. I like the MonsterVerse Godzillas. Now, granted, I don't think they're peak cinema by any means. Don't get me wrong. Like, the only awards they may win is maybe some special effects awards. Or set awards or something. But I mean, like, Kong Skull Island was a vibe. Like, up until they get on the island, dumb movie. Like, oh my God, enough Vietnam songs. We've heard them all. But the moment monkeys show up, Return to Monkey. It's awesome. And then King of the Monsters, when freaking Ghidorah shows up, and the original Godzilla's theme kicks in. I mean, you can't complain. Again, not peak cinema, just dumb fun movie. Nothing wrong with dumb fun movie. I would rather take a summer filled with dumb fun movies than slop. Just be thankful we're not moving towards AI movies that quick because everyone's shooting them down. Because you know some studio's going to try and put out an AI movie soon. And just let it die. Please. Oh no, an M38. I have dropped it. Whatever will I do without all my M38s? There we go. Okay, that's that. Loosen that, loosen that. Okay. I shaved off a chunk of the frame there and it actually smoked somehow. Planetary reducer, 27:1 ratio. Damn. I don't think we're gonna have any problem picking up the gantry with this. There we go. And there we go. Okay. That is the Z motors and idlers installed. Heck yeah. Seeing the trailer for Samuel Jackson as Snow White and Dan DeVito. What? You can't even budge the gantry by hand once it's... Oh, I know. They've canceled what I invested my time watching the first. Wheel of Time. Was that... Or was that Foundation? I'm trying to remember, because they were both like high... Not high fantasy. What is the equivalent of high fantasy for sci-fi? Hard sci-fi? I guess it would be hard sci-fi. Because Star Wars is not hard sci-fi. Blade Runner's hard sci-fi. So I guess it would be hard sci-fi. So it was that and like Foundation were both adapted. And one of them I remember the reviews weren't good. And maybe it was that one. Okay. So what's next? Linear rails. Oh shoot. Install the motor wires according to the arrows. We're installing motor wires already? Okay. Let me go get my motor wires. Yeah. Of course I haven't ripped my shirt at. By the way, if you're wondering where the bike is, it's right here. I think the company went under or something because they haven't replied. I sent them an email a while ago and I haven't heard from them since. Oh, here we go, Z motors. Okay. Well, these are chonky boys. Okay, so let's go over here. So just to see where we're at, just so you guys know. So we've assembled these. So see what I mean? It's like, oh, there's a washer there. And it's like, if you didn't see this, you could have forgotten those washers really easily. So this is all assembled. So there's the front, there's the back, that's the top. So we have these installed now. So now we need to install our wires. So it looks like the wires go inner channel and then down. Place the wires in the slots and cover them with aluminum profile seal. So are they in the... What slots are they in? I hate these images. Are they in the inner slot? Inner slot and then outer slot. And then they all ride to this corner. So it's like the inner bottom, I think. I hate these images. Yeah, I think that's the inner bottom. Like underneath. This is underneath. Is it? Or are they? Because they give you these. I've got a whole bunch of these. Got these for wire slots. But yeah, it looks like, so this is the front here, I'm assuming, and this is the back. They all ride in. And the back, okay. Well, I'm assuming, where do they all need to meet? Okay, well, I'll figure it out on the other side. Like, I'm assuming they meet over here, the back right, because that's where the electronics box is. Like, I'm assuming the electronics box is, let me see here, let me pull it up. Venture XL. Check the updated wiki about swapping some Z cables with AB cables. I have the latest manual. Yeah, the electronics are on the right. John Steele has some points above about the wiring. Let me see. Oh, okay. Make sure you swap the rear right Z motor wires for one of the AB motors, as the B motor drive will not make it to electronic. Okay, so this guy right here. Okay, so don't forget to, you need to make all the, okay. Make sure you swap the rear white Z motor with one of the AB motor wires as the B motor drive. Okay, so let me take one of these guys. I'm assuming these are all the same length, or at least too short, too long, I'm assuming. Manual doesn't show it, okay. So let's see here, are these all the same length? These all look the same length, okay. So so I'm gonna swap one of these for the B motor, because the B motor is gonna go to this guy. So let's come over here. So this will be the B motor. B. And this will be Z. There we go. The Z wires have a short and a long as well. Well, hopefully I grabbed the right ones. We'll find out in a second. We'll see. So I should have 2 short ones, or 2 long ones, a medium, and a short. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, let's see. Oh my God. So I'm assuming that the long ones are for the front. Oh my, don't get tangled. Oh my God, these are, okay. Okay, that's a long one. I'm assuming this is also a long one. Try not to tangle it. Yeah, this is another long one. I think. Yep. Yeah, that's another long one. Okay. And then, so this one shouldn't be as long. And this will be that one. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so this one goes over here. Okay, and then this one comes over here. Okay. Or actually, should that be the long one? Because that one's got to go down in there. This one's got to go down. Actually, no, I think. Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. I think this would be a long one. Okay. And then this one goes to this guy. Longs are front. Yeah, that makes sense. And then this guy, which is now a Z, goes here. So the question is, which rails does it ride in? I'm assuming it's the lower inner. That's what I'm thinking it looks like. Yeah, because it's got to be, it would be this one here on the side, not the bottom, I'm assuming. Right? At least that's what I'm assuming. Yes, lower and then the back of the back. Okay, so we're going to have to snip these guys because we're going to have to ride. Okay, so you're going to get in here. So let me label these. Let me label these. Because they're going to be, I'm assuming it's like a VORON. So if this is the front, 0, 1, 2, 3. So, Z0. 1. Z2. Z3. So I know which one's which, so that way when I don't got to, I can figure it out where it goes. So Z3 would be this guy. Oh my God, they're getting tangled up. No, don't get tangled. Don't get tangled. Oh my God. Oh my God. Z3. Z2. Z0. And then Z1. Big printers, big problems. If you want to know why I didn't take an Orange Storm Giga, it's because big printers have big problems. And I can predict the future, apparently. Okay. So now I'm gonna have to do some snipping because these are all too long. I threw mine in a drill and gave them a twist. Good idea. They call Z0 front right, Z1 rear right. Go to page 66. Oh, they're backwards. Okay, I can figure it out mentally. Here, as long as I know this is Z0, I can flip it in my head. Z0, Z1, Z2, Z3. As long as I know in my head which one is which. 0. And then I could just fix it later. Because it's just labeled with masking tape, right? They should build a ladder on the side for the extrusions. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, so we're gonna need the snippy snips because we're gonna have to make a little bit of some stuff here. So we're gonna go from about there to about oh my god, come on. About there. About there. Okay. Snip. And then the same over here. They should be the same length. Snip. Okay. Happy fun time adventures. There we go. I should have put that away before page 66. Yeah. What I should be doing is see, I'm always like, oh, I should have a notepad going so I can make notes of everything. Because some companies will watch my live streams. Millennium Machines was really good at that. LDO is usually pretty good at that. Who was the other one that was actually really, oh wait, no, it's the bottom one. Yeah, it is the bottom one. Sobel was pretty good out, like bringing up points for my live stream. So some companies are really good at that. I don't know if Fysetc is watching my live streams for tips and tricks and stuff that needs to be fixed. Okay, so that's that. Now I need to make a little one here for this side. That. And then snip it again. Okay, because now we got two going up in here. Okay. No, come on, come on. There we go. Okay. Super happy fun times. I keep feeling like I'm gonna pinch these wires because they're all kinked because of. Oh shoot! No, I did pinch a wire. No, the stupid red wire. Come on. in your hole. Oh, you stupid red wire. There. It's annoying because I'm facing upwards doing this, and it doesn't want me to. Frick. Ow. My back. My back. My back. Okay. You go in. There we go. Okay, you go there. Okay. Are these not even tall enough? Okay, they're not even tall enough. I gotta trim them anyways. Okay, that's that. That's that. Okay. Is my phone going off? What is going on? What is going on? Printer requires attention. What do you mean my printer requires attention? I can hear it printing just fine. Where did $45 go to? Oh, Twitch. Wait, what the heck? Okay. Now we got to go down. And it's the, is it the rear one or the, I think it's the rear one. I think. Ton of notes if you want them. Yeah, if you want to forward them. They might be watching in marketing email. Page 54, we go back to the extrusion covers. Oh, I see what you mean. I'm just going to run them down to here, and I think we're just going to call it for now. Because, like, there we go. That one's good. Now, where are the shorter ones that I trimmed? Are these the shorter ones? These are the shorter ones. So that one goes there. Rear. Well, I know. Oh, yeah, rear. Yeah. Like what? Rear? What do you mean rear? Oh, rear. Like the bottom. Okay. I twist these up a bit. No, I'm not. I'm lazy. I was going to show him in the hole. There we go. I need to snip off some of the bottom here. Come on, come on. There we go. And it just kind of sneaks around that corner, I guess. Okay. So that's that one. And those come out there. Also check page 54 before you go back to extrusion covers. Okay. What's page 54? So what are we on right now? We're on page 21? Page 54? 54. Cable chains. Where's that? What about 54? Lighting gantry? Oh, the lighting's on the gantry. Is the wall above your garage door concrete or wood? It is drywall. See the hole? You mean the hole that's like right about here? Is that where they need to run to? They need to run to about here? Is this where these wires go in, right about here? Okay, so let me get that rear panel. Let me put this one in over here, and then I'll get that rear panel or bottom panel just so I can have the wires come to a spot, and then I think that's a good place to call it. There we go. You're gonna go right about there. Cut the bottom off a bit. There we go. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so now we need to go there. So let me find that bottom panel piece. There we go. Okay. Everyone enjoying the stream? I hope you're all enjoying the stream. I hope it's not that scuffed. All right, what does the rear panel look like? What does the rear panel look like? I'm assuming these are the rear panels. Oh, here we go. Page 54. Yeah, these are the rear panels. So it is this guy. So that will tell us where we need to go to. Are these black? Please tell me shiny side is down. Are they both shiny side? They're both shiny side, damn it. Okay. So and then in the here it goes in the back as well. Is it in the back channel as well? I'm assuming it's the back channel. Okay, so I'm assuming it doesn't slide right up against it. Oh, there's holes right there for the bed. So if I line that up there, right here is where it's got to come out. Right about there. There we go. So that is the wire notch location. For now. Okay. Proud of how shiny. I'm not a fan of shiny acrylic. I am not. It's you're asking for trouble. You're asking for fingerprints. You're asking for scratches. If I had a sandblaster, I would sandblast every piece of shiny acrylic I got to make it not shiny anymore. Shiny is nice until it's not. So. That's a really gnarly end. Come over here. Yeah, it's like, what is it? The PlayStation, when it came out with the shiny, whatever one came out, and they're like, oh, look how shiny it is. It's like, yeah, that's a fingerprint magnet, man. Ain't nobody want that. There we go. And then this one. Oh, perfect. And there we go. There we go. Okay, so that is all my wires for the motors run. So now I need to like somehow cable manage these so they're not all a complete and utter disaster like they are right now. Too late. They are an utter disaster. Oh my God. Okay. Makes your room look small. Makes me look small. Somebody's got a loud car. I'll have to cut them. Yeah, I kind of figure they're going to be like a little long. It's just, I kind of want to just have it all at least managed. Because let's be honest, we're probably not getting to the wiring for a bit. So at least this way, it's kind of like, you know, when I do unzip tie, I'm just going to zip tie it into a loop. I'm going to go get some zip ties and just, or actually get some fabric Velcro ties. Because now I can just like loop it up and leave it. And then that way, non-issue. So, pro tip, Amazon sells like Velcro zip ties, packs of like 100 for like 10 bucks. Go buy a bunch, break them into several groups and throw them around in all your work areas. They're nice to have because you can undo them and reuse them. And I like them because they're wider and they're Velcro. So the odds of you accidentally like cutting a wire from a zip tie is pretty nice. So, what's the power draw on like during heat up? It would be the same as if you had 4 independent printers heating up independently. Yes, there's 4 beds. Yes, each bed has a 450 watt heater on it, but they cycle individually. So you don't heat them all up at once. You heat one up, and then I'll probably steal the macro that we're using on Phoenix right now, where the Phoenix does 5 degrees at a time. This, I think it's set up where the way Phoenix used to be, which is probably, you know, maybe you got the idea from, where it's like one bed heats up to temperature, then the next one. We found using 5 degrees at a time works better. It's more consistent. So yeah, it's going to use a lot of power, but it should theoretically run just fine on like a standard 15 amp household circuit. Phoenix does. And this has the same bed setup as a Phoenix. So, you know, it should. But that's, you know, perfect world and all that. And as you all know, we don't live in a perfect world. We lived in Scuff McScuff world. There we go. Is it mains? Oh yeah, it's a mains bed. There's 4 mains beds. There we go. So that is our wires for the bed, or for the motors. So today, in the entire stream, we got the Z motors put together. So now let me put this stuff away, because what time are we at? Oh yeah, we're at 11. You have until I finish cleaning up everything here to enter for your chance to win some Polymaker filament. We're gonna be doing the draw at the end of me cleaning up. So hurry up and go enter. Do this now, otherwise I will torment you with the cleanup song from Barney. You don't want that. So clean up now, or enter now. Oops, these are M3s. M3s go over here. Hopefully I have all M5s in this bag. And then this is MISC. This bag will be M3s. Okay, you can stay out. You're a big enough bag. You're on your own. M3 stuff. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody, do your share. I have to clean up because I literally have to on this build. Can't do my usual, just leave everything out for the next stream. It's like, no, we ain't doing that on this one. I'm just happy to get out of the garage soon and breathe some fresh air because my lawnmower is right here and it stinks of grass. Decomposing grass stinks. Okay. You can all go there. Allen keys and whatnot can all stay here. I will leave the tools here. This can go over here with these guys. What are these? I don't know what these slots are for, but I'm sure they're for something. Might be panels, maybe? I don't know. So yeah, we're getting there. We got Z motors. Okay. Panel connector. Oh yeah, that's right, because the panels are multiple parts. That's right. I mean, at least they're polycarbonate. Although I'm going to have to hack all these up. Okay, I think that's it for the build portion of the stream today. So let me turn my laptop off here, and we'll move back over to a more reasonable place. By the way, framework laptop running Bazzite, mwah, beautiful. Works really nice. Works really, really nice. Okay, bring the laptop over here so I don't lose it. Yeah, I am this close. I'm gonna go grab that panel so I don't lose it. I am this close to install Linux on my main desktop. DaVinci Resolve runs fine in Linux from my understanding. So that's my editing software. If I need to do anything with Fusion, I could just come out here and use this computer or the computer downstairs. Both of those have Fusion on it. So if I need to do Fusion, I can run it here. How's this coming along? That's coming along good. I got one of those XRP robot kits I'm going to be building with the little guy. Oh no, I did bring it over. No, it doesn't have a Venture XL design. He's calling it a 600mm, but it's not a VORON. It might be inspired by VORON's design, but VORON doesn't have a Venture XL design. It gets a V2 serial the same way a Micron does. A Micron is a V2. Now, granted, not a single part of it is part of VORON CAD. It's all original CAD. And it's heavily inspired by VORON, but it gets a V2. This gantry is a VORON V2 gantry with CNC parts. That's a stealth burner. This is like if somebody saw a Phoenix and went, I want to build a Phoenix, but all I have is this box of VORON V2 parts. That's what this is. This gets a V2 serial. At least I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if we actually talked about it in the admin channel, but I'm pretty sure it would get a V2 serial. It's a V2. It's more V2. I mean, like, when you see this, this like let's scroll up here. Although I'll be honest, the fact that it's like we're on page 20 and page 48 is this, so like this, this is a Doom Cube V2 beefy hybrid. Yeah, this is a V2. This is just a really beefy yeah, this is a V2 gantry with CNC parts. This is V2. Like, I mean, yeah, that's all V2. That's V2. It's all V2. Everything is computer. Are we consulted with these plans? Don't have to be. VORON's an open source project. Anyone can contribute to it. But if you want something to be like officially released as a VORON, then you got to talk to the team. You can't just come out tomorrow and call, oh, this is a VORON V2.5. It don't work that way. People have tried. It's really annoying. But this would qualify as in the V2 family. This is not a VORON V2, but it's in the V2 associated family. I was actually trying to push for a while that there would be a category for serials called like VORON derivatives or something, but calling something VD is not a good idea. But it was like, it's obviously based on a VORON. It's under the, it would be fall under the VORON umbrella, but it's not like an actual VORON. So it'd be, or VORON variant, I think was the name I was actually pushing for. VORON variant. So it'd be like the microns, the like all that stuff would fall under just VORON variant. VORON-ish. Yeah, the Phonix is another name people have been throwing around as a name for it, the Phonix. The fact that there's no 3D printed guide for putting the rails on is kind of annoying. It's just, yeah, just install them. Every other one gets an M3 nut. Sure. Like, I need to make a 3D printed guide for that. Why is Micron not a Voron? Because it was designed by somebody not on the Voron team. I think they're on the Voron team now. I know the guy who did like Urkva's on the Voron team. It's a printers for ants design. There's different families. They're cousins. My cousin, right? Don't think about it too hard. It's an open source design group, but it's a bunch of people having fun designing stuff in their basement. There's like the main core Voron that the Voron team releases a printer. It's a Voron, but obviously there is stuff that's based on Voron because it's an open source project. Anyone can modify the files and do whatever. And if you modify the files and make your own printer, but you know the team's like, yeah, that's still in the family, you can get a serial if you want. Like, it's not a super serial thing. But yeah, I mean, let's be honest. What do you get with the serial? You get a badge on Discord and access to some channels. That's about it. So this would qualify as a V2 and get a V2 serial. I don't think it would qualify as a V2 more than it would qualify as a Phoenix. I don't think this qualifies as a Phoenix. In fact, just put it in the admin channel. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out now. Although I think they're all asleep. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, we're gonna do the giveaway. Did you enter for the giveaway yet? Enter for the giveaway. We're gonna do the giveaway now. Voron was an upside down double V. I mean, Doomcube. Doomcube's a thing. Doomcube is a Voron that's been modified so that all the electronics are up top. Doomcube is a thing. So, okay, let's do this giveaway. Let's do this giveaway. You have until I come back with a drink. I'm stealing an alcoholic drink for my wife because I want one. I can't open my fridge because my bike's in the way. Ugh. What are we stealing? Ooh, that's one I'm stealing from the wife. I'm stealing that one from the wife. Heck yeah. Smirnoff Ice Berry Blast. Yeah. There's a Phoenix kit. Phoenix kits, the next video, so if you're a channel member or Patreon supporter, tomorrow's video is already up. It's on the, check the Discord and the community pages. It's already up, you can watch it. It's got the temporary thumbnail. I gotta make a final thumbnail, shoot. Yeah, I forgot about that. Anyways, I'll do that in the morning. Tomorrow's video is up. It's about the Vertigo. It's a 3D printer that flips its bed out. It's pretty cool. But the Wednesday video and the Sunday video, next Sunday's video, they're both gonna be Voron videos from Rocky Mountain. One's on Cascade. That will probably be Wednesday's video, will be the Cascade video. The next Sunday video will be the Phoenix update video. So if you want those a day early, consider becoming a channel member or Patreon supporter, or hey, you might luck out, somebody will gift you some. But the Phoenix is hopefully this year. Going over an entire gantry redesign again. It's one of those things that, like, because of its size, I'll just put it this way. If you were at the event, you probably heard, thermodynamics is a bitch. Because the Phoenix has a flying gantry, the gantry is decoupled from the frame. Something that big, when it heats up, expands. The gantry expands 2 millimeters. The x-axis, you know, the part that moves front to back on your Voron with the AB motor mounts, that whole, or the XY motor mounts, that whole assembly grows 2 millimeters from room temperature to 65 Celsius. So now we have to design compensation for that. We need no, not even kinematic bed mounts. We need expansion joints in the XY motion system. Because building a big printer is easy. Building a big printer that's good is expensive. Building a big printer that's good and enclosed is a pain in the ass. If you want to have a flying gantry. Or you could do the Luke's Lab thing and just have the gantry be part of the frame and they all expand homogeneously. But we want flying gantry, damn it. So, anyways. Last look of the Fysetc. Oh yeah, Clee Day is tomorrow as well. Okay, let's do this giveaway. Let me drink alcohol and do a giveaway. Oh man, that's oh wow, that's sugary. It's like I'm drinking a Freezy. Okay, copy the names. And don't forget, if you don't win the spool of Polymaker filament, you could just buy some. There's a link in the video description, affiliate link. Doesn't cost you anything extra. Goes a long way in supporting the channel, and you can just buy the filament. Desktop view. Delta scale better? You're not going to get 600 millimeters cubed in a 1 meter cube printer on a Delta. Let's be honest. Okay, names. Okay, how many people do we have? 243. 243. Okay. Random bots. 243. Let's play. Dude, I'll show you a video. After we do the giveaway here, I'll show you Cascade cutting. All right. So how this works, if you win, you get a spool of filament from Polymaker. But if I pick your ball right now, you have the luckiest ball in the world. And you also win a free hat. This one here by itself. Who is this person? Who are you? Bjornar Nygaard. If you win, you get a free hat from the merch store. Link in the video description if you want to check it out. Abbreviating Canada Post is probably not a good idea to do on the internet. Just so you're aware. But yeah, Canada Post it sucks. It's like, it's a service, not a business. It doesn't need to make money, but people believe it does. Anyways, exclamation mark zoom zoom makes your ball go faster. Exclamation mark gullible makes everyone else go slower. And if you like the smash button, ring the bell, and subscribe to the channel, it actually greases your ball up. It makes it go even faster. John Bow is in the lead. VORON Cascade doesn't seem very interesting to me. Seems very run-of-the-mill. Nope, wrong button. Oh, it's doing its thing where there is no leader because it measures leader by the crow's fly, not by, or how the crow flies, not the actual, like, on the track. Oh, AJC's in the lead. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is gonna be the final run. Who's gonna be? Tony Ham. Oh, 83DP with the snipe. AD3DP with the snipe. Congratulations. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. You'll get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament at home. Golf claps in chat. Golf claps in chat. Everyone likes golf claps. Okay, 1 second here. Let me fill out this form. And then what I will do is I will pull up. Who wants to see a video of Cascade cutting aluminum at, I think it's like a 10 millimeter or 5 millimeter depth of cut with it's side facing. So it's 5 millimeters of end mill engagement with, I think 10 or 12% over. Just gotta wait for this form to fill out and then I will pull it up. More. Sent. There's all the giveaway information. Send copy paste, copy paste, Copy, paste, copy, paste. Wait for the code to come from Polymaker. Come on, Polymaker. What will the pricing be compared to a Milo? Probably similar. It's honestly, I have a Milo. I haven't been using the Milo much for two reasons. One, I don't have, I need to learn how to do CNC stuff better in terms of programming. I've used the Milo a couple times over the past, whenever I built it. The last time I used it was a couple months ago. But all I've used it for is like 2D stuff, like cutting stuff out of plates or whatnot, like basic stuff or engraving. I'm underutilizing the machine, and half the reason I'm underutilizing it is I don't have the machine enclosed, and it makes a mess if I cut something big. And the enclosure for it is massive. I don't have the room for it. I don't regret building it, but it is a machine that I am not getting, I'm not utilizing it as good as some other people could be using it. Cascade seems to be a machine that makes a bit more sense if something like a Makara makes sense for you. Rocky Mountain, raw footage, view, large icons, where is it? Where is it? Okay, so it should have a, not a mister, but whatchamacallit spraying like ISO on it. Cutting aluminum dry, you want to use like diluted ISO, being constantly like misted on it or something. Obviously be careful, it's ISO. But you want something like that because it just, with aluminum, you can see how it's kind of building up there. So this is a single flute. So this is it actually cutting parts for Phoenix. This is actually a part that was pulled off of Max's Phoenix that we had to modify for expansion joints. So we're slotting it here. So it's just doing a slotting operation. But yeah, it works pretty good. But yeah, I have a whole video I filmed with Doug about it. There it is right there. It's a really nice package, all enclosed up and whatnot. So Doug's video, it's a whole video interview with him, talking about it, whatnot. And yeah, so that'll be Wednesday's video probably. Yeah, WD-40 will work. ISO works really nice because it sucks up the heat too. And it helps with it building up, like, not galling, but like chips welding. You don't want chips welding to the bit. So that one was using I think it's a 1.5 kilowatt, 2400 RPM spindle. So yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna call it there. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it there. Let me just check all my notifications here. VORON Taco El Grande. So yeah, so today went pretty good. We got the Z motors installed. We got all the wires installed. What do we do next? What is next? I probably should have checked. What is the next part of the manual? So next Saturday night, we will be moving on to rails, XY, or gantry bearings there, and starting to put together motor mounts. Damn, son. Okay, so for the motor mounts, or for this stuff assembly, I'll assemble it on the desk here. So I'll get the rails cleaned up and ready to install. So we'll install the rails next week. We'll build all this on my desk. Oh my God, look at all that. Yeah, we'll build all this on the desk here, and then we'll start putting the gantry together over on the table. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. AKA, it's kind of a taco. Oh, it shouldn't taco. It's got 4 individual beds. Okay, so we're gonna call it there. I am exhausted. That was a long day and a little stressed on that build, trying to find that part that was missing that was in the other bag, but we got it. I'm actually kind of happy. We've pretty much broken down this build to 1 box of parts now, pretty much. So it's going good. I honestly am not expecting this build to take that long. It's just the finding everything and the fact that the printer is freaking huge is what's eating up the time. The actual build of this is pretty simple. It's a VORON. It's a VORON V2. I've built dozens of them by now. You have good advantage if you're gonna use that ISO. Oh yeah. You want exhaust and whatnot. Okay, so we're gonna call it there. I'm gonna go finish my drink and go play some more Baldur's Gate because there's a goblin camp that needs to be destroyed. Because of course, I started another character. That game is horrible for me. Like, I really want to play a character this way. Get like 12 hours into the campaign. But what if I played a character this way? With this background in this race and romancing this character? It's like, great, now start another one. Anyways, calling it there. Shout out to Fysetc for the kit that we are building for this build series. Again, I'm not being paid for this build series. It's not a sponsored build series, but I do get to keep the kit at the end of the build series. So YouTube disclosure there. If you are interested in getting one of these kits yourself, I do have a link to their page in the video description. It is not an affiliate link. It's just a normal link. So if you're interested, check it out there. More information as well. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool affiliate. We give away this stream and every stream. Links to all of them and more in the video description. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra. Go a long way in supporting the channel. Some, like the Gamersaps one, use code Canuck, save some money or get free shipping or whatever deals are going on. And for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there. Wash your hands, and I will see you on Tuesday for some more Prusa stuff. Okay. Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night.